In this video, I'm going to show you how to install a virtual machine with Windows Server 2016 as the operating system by using Hyper-V or Microsoft Hyper-V. Note, I already enabled the virtualization feature in my computer BIOS, and I already downloaded the Windows Server 2016 ISO file onto my hard drive already. So the next thing what I need to do is to enable the Hyper-V feature in Windows 10. Well, on my computer I already enabled it, but I just want to show you how to enable this feature or install this feature. First thing, you need to go to the control panel. Okay, so click on the search bar, type control panel, and go to control panel. The next thing, what you need to do, click on the programs and features right here, and then click on the turn on Windows feature on or off, and in here you should see the Hyper-V feature. Notice that on my computer I already install this feature, so the check mark's already there. Now in your situation it probably blank like this, so what you need to do, you need to click on the Hyper-V to make sure it select all of the sub feature and click on OK, and then it will go through a installation process. Once it finished, you can find the Hyper-V manager. Okay, simply type at the search bar Hyper-V and it should pop up right here, or you can go to the Windows Administrative tool and click on it and click on Hyper-V. Now what I normally do, I normally go ahead and pin this into the taskbar, which is down here, so it will be easier for us or for me to launch my Hyper-V Manager. Once I install my Hyper-V Manager feature, I can click on it and it should launch it. There we go. Now what I'm going to do is to install or create a virtual machine or VM with the Windows Server 2016 as the operating system, and I will reserve 4 gig RAM memory, 80 gig hard drive for that server. So let's begin. Alright, click on the Hyper-V Manager, click on Action, click on New, click on Virtual Machine. All of these tabs are at the bottom of your book's page 70. Okay, click on Next, and I want you to name the Windows Server as your initial with the word Win 2016. So my initial is TV underscore Win 2016 server. Again, on your situation, use your initial and then with the name of the server. Now I want to store this Windows Server 2016 into a separate folder. So I click on Store the virtual machine in a different location. Click on Browse and go into my C drive. I already created a folder in here called NOS 230. So that's where I want to put this Windows servers in. So click on Next. Again, notice I put this right here. Click on Next. Then we want to use a Generation 2, which is much faster and have better feature. So I select Generation 2, click on Next. Now the startup memory, I will use 4 gig, which is 4096 megabyte, and we want to use dynamic memory for this virtual machine, meaning that it can start with using minimum, and if needed it will increase more. Okay, that's what the dynamic memory means. Now click on Next. Now for the virtual machine network adapter or the NIC card, I want to select New Virtual Switches. Alright, click on Next. Again, this right here will allow this server to have an IP address. so it can connect to my network. Okay, click on next. Now the virtual hard drive is going to name it right here. This is the virtual hard drive, and it's going to be placed inside of the virtual hard disk folder, okay, under the NOS 230 folder. Now the size of this hard drive, I want you to use 80 gig. That's the reason why I specified that the requirement for your computer hardware is 200 gig, because 80 gig will be for this, and later on we'll use for with the Windows 10s as well. Alright, click on next, and then I want to go ahead and install the operating system now, which is the Windows Server 2016 operating system. So I click on install an operating system from a bootable image file, that is an ISO file. I already installed, I already downloaded my ISO file into a folder right here, download. That's my Windows Server 2016 ISO file. Click on open. Okay, click on select it, click on open, and then click on next, and then finish. Alright, so this right here, this is my virtual machine. I need to right click on that, click on start, and immediately right click on that, click on connect, and notice that it's click on this right here, connected, and you might run into this problem, meaning that it doesn't know where is the ISO actually is. So what you need to do, click on media, DVD drive, insert disk, okay, and then select that again, click on open, and action, turn it off, and let's turn it start again. Immediately press the spacebar several times. There you go. Alright, and then just press enter. Then it will load your file, and it will install the Windows Server 2016. And let's watch what happened. There we go. Coming the Windows Server 2016 installation screen. Click on next and install now. Then it just met up following the screen. And let's wait just a minute to see. Okay, now at this point you don't have to worry about activating the Windows Server. So just ignore this, just click on I don't have a product key. Okay, and we need to select which Windows Server 2016 edition that we're going to install. Now this is the standard editions right here. Now this is the desktop experience. This right here will not have the GUI's interface, that is, will not have the graphical interface. It was simply for the developer only, so it's going to install on a command prompt feature. Now we need to use the desktop experience, and click on next. Your book go in detail about each one of these versions. Accept the license, click on next. Now in here you can either do the custom installations, or you can install it right here. I would prefer the custom installation, so click on that, and notice that this is where we want to put it, the 80 gig. Click on next, and then it will start to do the installation, and it's going to take a little while to finish it. So this is how you install a Windows Server 2016 in a virtual machine. Okay, alright, thank you and good luck.